What's going on, guys? Hey, welcome to another episode of Ask Coach Jinx. We are entering into some exciting times. First round of the playoffs of the NFL just passed. Mr. John Jenkins, my dad. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I tell you, as you said, it's an exciting period of time right now. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of good football teams that are declaring themselves for the NFL championship, Super Bowl champions, and man, there's a lot of people in the hunt still.
Yeah. So last week you said that you thought maybe the Bengals were gonna take it if you had to put your money on someone, and I said Cowboys because I'm from Texas. So we'll start off with the Cowboys. What do you think of
Yeah,
the game, particularly that last play where Dak's scrambling around and he slides and they couldn't snap the ball in time to spike it?
yeah. It didn't come down to that one play. Actually, they were fortunate to really get down to the field to where they had a chance with one play left because uh, the outside back and they were able to get the ball out of bounds, and it wasn't until the very last play where they did crowd the boundary and opened up the middle of the field, and Dak Prescott, being the playmaker he is, he took off down the middle, and I think for a moment he had visions of maybe dashing all the way into the end zone to win that thing, but as they converged on him and he slid, there just wasn't enough time. It didn't have. Hey, people can complain, oh, the referee got in the way, or this or that, or how come the clock management? Listen, I tell you, it was a spontaneous thing by Dak Prescott, and he's trying to, he's doing what he could to help win the game. The official naturally had to spot the ball. He was trying to hustle up there, and hey, the clock ran out on him.
Yeah, so like obviously you were, head football coach at University of Houston, and like y'all led the nation in every passing and receiving category. So like that last play where, they're rushing three guys, San Francisco, and like everyone's, crowding the inside where like they're wanting to like prevent people from catching a pass and then like stepping out of bounds. Like, what do you do? Like, how do you prevent that from interfering with just marching down the field so you could either get, closer to the end zone or scoring? Like, what do you do in that particular situation?
Well, again, they had a long way to go to start with, and I thought the 49ers probably screwed up for about three or four plays in a row where they didn't protect the sidelines, where you could catch the ball and get out of bounds and not have to waste a timeout to get the clock stopped. It wasn't until the very last play where Dak Prescott took off running down the middle did I see the sidelines protected by San Francisco, and then they played a very very cautious again 3-man rush and outside hugging the sidelines, and the middle of open. Naturally from a TV copy, you didn't see the route design right off the bat, but on down the middle could have possibly scored for them. Dak Prescott, in his mind, being a very athletic quarterback as he is, when he took off running, I think he honestly had visions of maybe dashing all the way down the middle of the field into the end zone to win that. But as they converged on him, he quickly slid down, and there just was not enough time to get another play in. People can whine and moan about the official, oh, got in the way. Hey, he had to spot the ball. That's the rules. And, they can say clock management. Oh, okay. You know what? Go figure it out. Go figure it out. With that minimal amount of time left, and you're trying to score to win the game, I think Dak Prescott honestly operated on a spontaneous reaction to try to score, and then realized, hey, I better slide down. We got one more play where I can heave it into the end zone, but it just wasn't enough time.
Yeah. Well, who was the most impressive team last week? Just one team that you're like, wow, that was actually a really, really, really good team.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's hands down. It's the Buffalo Bills.
I would
They
agree. 100%.
They go into this game. The Buffalo Bills go into this game against Bill Belichick in sub-zero weather. I mean, we're talking about ice conditions, and you'd think certainly with the mastermind of defense, Belichick, this thing would have turned into a punt back and forth field position kind of game. Hey, 7 straight possessions, the Buffalo Bills reeled off touchdowns to put this thing away. The post-game comments by Belichick, he wasn't going to try to sugarcoat things and say, oh, our guys just didn't play well. We weren't ready. No, none of that. He said, hey, you got to tip your hat to the Buffalo Bills. We could not stop them. There was nothing we could do. That's what he said. And Josh Allen, hey, all you knucklehead recruiters out there that were lazy enough not to recruit him in college, the reason I'm saying this, he was only recruited by Wyoming of all people. Here's a guy that's just as polished as any quarterback we've many, many years, talented as a runner and naturally as a passer. This guy's got nothing but brilliance there heading into the playoffs and it looks like to me.
Okay, so Bills versus Chiefs next week. What do you think?
Well, the Chiefs, they are still gotten some missing parts, in my opinion. And now I'm not saying the Bills have all the answers. Actually, the Bills had a better regular season last season than they did this year. They had their moments too. So I think it's going to be an exciting game either way. I think the Chiefs had a great game plan last week where they dropped a bunch of screens off and short passes, shovel passes that broke. Certainly getting everybody healthy. Tyreek Hill, he's been limping around on an ankle. If he's full throttle, then they're going to be dangerous. And I certainly expect the Bills to be dangerous. Whether or not they can come close to matching what they did against the Patriots, that's going to be hard to do.
So who's going to win? Like, I'm like, if you're going to say one team or the other, which one will win in your opinion?
Well, I just say with the hot hand, I'm gonna say Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I would say too. Chiefs looks really, really good. They've always looked really, really good. But
yeah.
the Bills look hands down like great.
Yeah, they do. They certainly do, Rafe.
Yeah. So they would play who? Like I forgot who's in the division. Oh, they're with the Titans.
Yeah, that's AFC. They're heading. This is a big step for the AFC Championship game. This one right here.
It would be Titans versus Bengals. Those guys would probably play. Probably
the Titans and the Bengals. That's another great game. I think Derrick Henry's coming back. I've been watching intently the last couple of days, and their drills that he's full speed, and they're giving him some collisions to make him confident that he will play well. And